Okay. Ah, okay. Like I said, welcome to today's class. So we're looking at candlestick patterns and formation. Candlestick patterns and formation under the topic. The main topic is what? Charting. Charting. So last week we looked at introduction to charting. We talked about support and resistance. Talk about the market phase. Then we talked about candles. Candles. Then we'll give a little bit introduction to what? Chart patterns. So today we'll be looking at candlestick patterns and formation. And next week we'll be looking at, and by Tuesday, we'll be looking at chart patterns. So today we're looking at what? Candlestick patterns and formation. So a brief introduction to what candlestick patterns and formation is. The candlestick patterns are one or multiple candles that indicate price reversal or continuation. I believe by now, from what we learned in our previous class, we all know what a candlestick is all about. I said candles shows the psychology of what is going on in the market between buyers and sellers. And I wanted to say that it is a combination of different candles that forms a what? A chart. Combination of the bullish and the bearish candles that forms a chart. So by now I believe when you hear the word candlestick, you should understand what we are talking about. So now what are candlestick patterns? I said candlestick patterns are one or multiple candlesticks that indicate price reversal or continuations. That is, whenever you see these candlestick patterns in the market, it either tell you that the price will continue in a bullish trend if the market is in a bullish trend, or the price will start reversing in a bearish trend. That is, if the market was in a bullish trend before, then when these candlestick patterns appear, either it will continue in a bullish trend or it will reverse into a bearish trend. So that is what candlestick patterns are. There are multiple candles that indicate price reversals or continuation. Candlestick patterns are an important part of price action trading. Price action trading. By the time we start going deep into this course, we'll talk about price action trading and market structure. So when we talk about price action trading, you will know why candlestick patterns are important part of it. So we're not talking about it today. We're leaving to, but I just want you to know that candlestick patterns are important parts of price action trading. So there are multiple candlestick patterns in the market, and they are universal. There are multiple candlestick patterns in the market, and they are universal. That is, they appear in all markets. They appear in all markets. You can see them in the forex market. You can see them in stock market, derivative in the crypto market. You can see them in all markets regarding to trading. Regarding to trading, you can see them in all markets. There is no particular candlestick that is attached to forex. There's no particular candlestick that is made mainly for crypto market. No, it is universal. It is universal. So any candlestick you see in forex, you can also see them in the crypto market. You can also see them in the stock market, as long as it is using what we call the charts. And using what? The chart. So without wasting much time, we'll move further in this course. So we'll be looking at the important candlestick and candlestick that appears regularly in the market. That's what we'll be looking at today. There are multiples of them. We'll be looking at the main ones, the ones that appear, that occur almost every time in the market. So we're looking at, first of all, we're looking at the hammer and shooting star pattern. The hammer and the shooting star pattern. The hammer and the shooting star pattern. I don't know what is wrong. Please, what are you seeing on my screen? Are you seeing a candlestick pattern? Are you seeing hammer and shooting star pattern, or you are still seeing the part that's showing introduction? Somebody should reply so I know what I'm doing. What part of the PDF are you seeing on my phone? Is it the part that is saying introduction, or you are seeing hammer and shooting star pattern?
Hammer and shooting star pattern.
I need a reply from somebody.
I'm seeing the hammer and shooting star pattern.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, network is disturbing me, seriously. Let's continue. So I said the first one we'll be looking at here is the hammer and the shooting star pattern. See, is the hammer and shooting star pattern. If you look at it very well, you see that these two patterns, they are alike, but one is the opposite of the other. One is the opposite of the other. If you look at the hammer pattern, which is on your right hand side, you see that the body of the candle is at the top. Then if you look at the shooting star pattern, which is on your left hand side, you see that the body of the candle is at the bottom. So this is the hammer and the shooting star pattern. So first of all, let's talk about the hammer pattern. The hammer pattern. So how do you identify a hammer? How do you identify that this is a hammer? First of all, it has a small real body. It has a small real body. And look at it here. You can see it clearly here that the body here, if you can see my marks, I believe you cannot see my marks, but for my phone here, I can see it. See that the body here is small. The body here is small. So it has a small real body. Secondly, it has a long lower wick. It has a long lower wick. That is, the wick should be 2 to 4 times larger to the real body. The wick should be 2 to 4 times larger compared to the real body. We'll go back to the pattern here. You see that this lower wick here. This lower wick here is what? It is long. So for you to know that this is a hammer pattern, it must have what? A small real body. Then secondly, it should have what? A long lower wick. A long lower wick. And what? The wick should be 2 to 4 times the size of the body. And it's from what you can see from this real body here. If you are seeing my mouse by watching carefully, you see my mouse. From what you can see from this real body here, you can see that 3 or 4 of this body can enter into this wick. So that's what we mean by 4 to 3 times what? Larger than the what? Larger compared to the real body. So number 1, how to identify a hammer pattern. Number 1, it must have what? It has a small real body. Number 2, it has a long lower wick that is 2 to 3 times larger than the real body, 2 to 4 times larger compared to the real body. The third one, it must have a small upper wick or sometimes none. It has a small upper wick or sometimes none. You watch carefully, you can see the upper wick here. Upper wick is small. So, but sometimes there will be no wick at all. There will be no wick at all. So that is how you identify what? A hammer pattern. A hammer pattern. It has a small real body. It has a long lower wick that is 2 to 4 times larger compared to this body. The wick must be what? 2 to 4 times larger compared to the body. That is, if you see any candlestick like this, and you see that the wick below it is not larger than, it's not 2 times or 3 times or 4 times larger than this real body here, you know that is not a hammer pattern. It is not a hammer pattern. So the wicks must be a longer lower wick, and it must have a small upper wick or sometimes none, or sometimes none. So the hammer pattern is a bullish reversal pattern. Is a bullish reversal pattern. That is, if the market is on a downtrend, so whenever you see a hammer candlestick, know that the market is reversing to the upside. So it's coming out from the bullish trend and it's going into it's coming out from the bearish trend and it's going into a bullish trend, which is why it's called a bullish reversal pattern. So whenever you see this reversal pattern, whenever you see this hammer pattern after a downtrend, know that the market is about to reverse into a bullish pattern. The next one here is the shooting star. The shooting star. So you see that the shooting star is opposite of the hammer pattern. It is the opposite of the hammer pattern. So how do you identify the shooting star? How do you identify the shooting star? So first of all, it has a real small body. It has a real small body. So I believe you are seeing my mouse, which is what you can see here. It has a really small body. Secondly, it has a large upper wick. It has a large upper wick. See that it is the opposite of the hammer pattern. The hammer pattern has a large lower wick, while the shooting star has a large upper wick, and it has a small lower wick, or sometimes none. It has a small lower wick or sometimes none. Don't forget that the upper wick must be 2 to 4 times larger compared to the real body. It must be 2 to 4 times larger compared to the real body. So the shooting star is a bearish reversal pattern. Is a bearish reversal pattern. It appears after a bullish trend. After a bullish trend. It appears after a bullish trend. So whenever you see that the market is on an uptrend and you now see that the market formed a shooting star, a candlestick pattern looking exactly like what you can see, or sometimes it must not be exactly like this. Sometimes it may not have a lower wick, it may not have a small lower wick. So whenever you see a candlestick pattern like this, you know that the market is about to reverse on the bearish side. So it is a bearish reversal pattern, and it is the opposite of the hammer pattern. I hope you are jotting down. It is the opposite of the hammer pattern. The hammer pattern is a bullish reversal, that is, after a downtrend, if you see this candlestick, this pattern like this candlestick pattern, the market is about to take its shape into a bullish trend. While the shooting star, whenever you see it, always appear after a bullish trend. So after a bullish trend, if you see this candlestick pattern, the market is taking its shape into a bearish trend. So that is all you need to know about the hammer and the shooting star pattern. So the next here is the engulfing pattern. The next here is the engulfing pattern. The engulfing pattern. The engulfing pattern is divided into two. The engulfing pattern is divided into two. So we have the bullish engulfing pattern, candlestick pattern, and we have the bearish engulfing candlestick pattern. The engulfing pattern is divided into two. One is the bullish engulfing pattern and the bearish engulfing pattern. So how do you identify the engulfing pattern? How do you identify the engulfing pattern? Like I said, the engulfing pattern is divided into two. We have the bullish engulfing pattern, which is bullish reversal pattern, and we have the bearish engulfing pattern, which is the bearish reversal pattern. So how do you identify the engulfing pattern? Number one, it consists of two candle formation. It consists of two candle formation. If you can see from what you can see on the diagram here, you can see that the bullish engulfing pattern consists of two candle formation. The bearish engulfing pattern also consists of two candle formation, which is the green candle and the red candle. The green candle is indicates bullish, while the red indicates bearish. So like I said, number one, it consists of two candle formation. Number two is the first candle, like number two, in a bearish engulfing pattern. Please, as you are writing, take note of this very well. Number one, to identify the engulfing pattern, it consists of two candle formation. It consists of two candle formation. So now, how do you identify a bullish engulfing pattern? How do you identify a bullish engulfing pattern? Number one, the first candle is always a bearish candle. From what you can see on the diagram here, you see that the first candle on this bullish engulfing pattern here, I believe you can see my mouse. This bullish engulfing pattern here, the first candle you are seeing is what? Is a red candle. X is a red candle. So for the bullish engulfing pattern, the first candle you will see is a what? Is a red candle. While for the bearish engulfing pattern, the first candle you will see is a green candle. Is a green candle. So thirdly, the second candle should always open at the close of the first candle or below. The second candle should always open at the close of the first candle or below the first candle. That is, for this bullish engulfing pattern you are seeing here, like I said, the first candle for a bullish engulfing pattern is what? Is the bearish candle, which is what is indicating what? Red here. While for the bearish engulfing candle, the first pattern is what? The first candle you are seeing there is a bullish candle, which is what you see here, a green candle here. And I said the second candle should always open at the close of the first candle or at the open, at the close of the first candle. The second candle should always open at the close of what? The first candle. And if you were present in the class last week, I said a bullish pattern a bearish candle will always close at the bottom, while a bullish candle will close at the top. So for a bullish engulfing candle now, the first candle is always red, and definitely it will close what? At the bottom. So the next candle, which is the green candle, should always open at this close or below the close. That is for a bullish what? Engulfing pattern. While for a bearish engulfing pattern, the green will always what? Close at the top. The bull candle, which is the first candle for a bearish engulfing pattern, will always close at the top. And the next candle is a bear candle, which is red, because why? It's a bearish engulfing pattern. So this second candle should open at the close of this bullish candle or slightly above the close of the candle. So that is it. That is it. I don't know if you understand what I said. Let me do a recap. Say how to identify the engulfing pattern. Number one, it consists of two candle formation. It consists of two candle formation. Except for the bullish engulfing pattern, the first candle you see is always a bear candle, which is the red color, and the second candle is a bullish candle, a bull candle, which is the green color. But for the bearish engulfing pattern, the first candle should always be a green candle, and the second one should be a bear candle, which is this red one. And I said, secondly, the second candle should always open at the close of the first candle. The second candle should always open at the close of the first candle or slightly below the close of the candle. So for a bullish engulfing pattern, I said the first candle is always red, and for a red candle, for a bear candle will always close at the bottom. So this green candle here, which is the second candle, should always open at the close of the bear candle or slightly below the close of the bear candle. While for the bearish engulfing pattern, the first candle is always a bull candle, which is this green candle here, and a bull candle will always close at the top. So the next candle is a bear candle. So the bear candle should open at the close of the bull candle, which is closing at the top, or slightly above the close of the bull candle, or slightly above the close of what? The bull candle. The bullish engulfing pattern is a bullish reversal pattern. That is, it appears mostly at the close of a downtrend. So if the market is on a downtrend and you see a bullish engulfing pattern like this, from what you can see on your screen, you can see here my mouse is moving, and you see a bullish engulfing candlestick pattern like this, know that the market is reversing to the upside. So is a bullish engulfing candle. Is a bullish reversal candlestick. While the bearish engulfing candle is a bearish reversal candlestick. That is, it appears after an uptrend. So when you see an uptrend in the market, then you see that the market is forming a bearish engulfing candle. For what you can see on the screen here, know that the market is trying to reverse back, trying to take a reversal to a bearish market. So first of all, what do we mean by the word engulfing? What do we mean by the word engulfing? It means for something to engulf something, means for it to cover something. To cover. Let me just use that word. See, that's the best word for you to understand. To cover, to swallow up something. To swallow up something. So that's what we mean by what engulfing. If you see this green candle here is engulfing this red candle. That is, if you want to put this red candle into this green candle, it will enter into the green candle fully. The green candle will be able to cover the whole of this red candle without you seeing the red candle again. Are you seeing it from the diagram? You can see that this green candle will be able to cover this red candle without you noticing that there's a red candle there. That's how it is on the bearish engulfing pattern also. This red candle can swallow up this green candle. So that's what we mean by what? Engulfing. So the bullish engulfing candle indicates a bullish reversal, while the bearish engulfing candles indicates a bearish reversal. Indicates a bearish reversal. So the next one here is the doji candlesticks. The doji candlestick pattern. The doji candlestick pattern. The doji candlestick pattern. The doji candlestick pattern is classified into different parts. The doji candlestick pattern is classified into different parts. It is classified into different parts, which is, we have from the diagram, you can see we have the classic doji, we have the classic doji, we have the long-legged doji, the long-legged doji, the long-legged doji. We have the dragonfly doji, the dragonfly doji. We have the gravestone doji, the gravestone doji. Then lastly, we have the four price doji. So these are the classes of the doji candlestick pattern. The classic doji pattern indicates uncertainty. It indicates uncertainty. So whenever you see this pattern, this classic doji pattern in the market, is indicating uncertainty. That is, you don't know the path the market is taking. You don't know if it is taking a bullish trend or if it is taking a bearish trend. So it indicates what? Uncertainty. So whenever you see a candle, a classic doji, all you need to do is wait for the market to give you another confirmation of where the market is going, if it is taking a bullish trend or a bearish trend. So whenever you see a classic doji, you just wait for another confirmation before you enter the market. The next there is the long-legged doji. The long-legged doji. The long-legged doji is a bullish or a bearish reversal candlestick. Is a bullish or a bearish reversal candlestick, but it is depending on where the body of the candle is. The body of the candle is depending on where the body of the candle is. If the body of the candle is at the top, like what you can see here now, on the long-legged doji, the body of the candle here, you can see it at the top. So this what indicates what? A bullish reversal pattern. But if the body is at the bottom here, then it will indicate a bearish reversal pattern. It will indicate a bearish reversal pattern. So the long leg doji is either a bullish reversal or a bearish reversal candlestick pattern, but it depends on where the body of the candle is. So the next is the dragonfly doji. The dragonfly doji. The dragonfly doji is a bullish indicating candlestick pattern. A bullish indicating candlestick pattern. You can see that the body of the candle is at the top here. The body of the candle, you can see it here. The body of the candle is at the top. So it indicates a bullish reversal. So whenever you see candlestick pattern like this, you know that the market is taking its shape into a bullish trend. While the gravestone doji is the opposite of the dragonfly. Is the opposite of dragonfly. That is, it is what? A bearish reversal pattern. Consider the body of the candle is at the bottom. For the gravestone doji, the body of the candle is at the bottom. The last one here is the four price doji. The four price doji. The four price doji too, it also indicates uncertainty. It also indicates uncertainty. That is, you don't know the shape the market is taking. You don't know if the market is going up or if it is what is coming down. So let's move to the next one. The next one here is the momentum candlesticks pattern. The momentum candlestick pattern. The momentum candlestick pattern are single candlestick with a body more than twice the size of the previous one. Momentum candlestick patterns are single candlesticks with a body more than twice the size of the previous one. So we have the bullish momentum candle and the bearish momentum candle. The bullish momentum candle and the bearish momentum candle. Note that these candles are important because they signify full bullish and bearish control, which is often leading to a continued momentum. So they are very important. They signify full bullish or bearish control. So whenever you see a bullish momentum candle, it's telling you that the market is going on a bullish trend. Whenever you see a bearish momentum candle, it's indicating that the market is going on a bearish trend. So this is what we mean by what? A bullish momentum candlestick pattern. Can see it here. Can see it. It's almost also like what the engulfing pattern. This is not a perfect example. We'll look at the chart very soon. Not a perfect example, but what is this second one should be 2 times larger than this first one. So that's how to identify a bullish engulfing candle. So the bullish candle should be 2 times larger than the bearish candle, while for a bearish engulfing candle, the bearish candle should be 2 times larger than the bullish candle. So now let's go to the chart now and spot out these candlesticks we have talked about today. So we'll start with the hammer. We'll start with the hammer. Let's start with the hammer candlestick pattern. So now let's go to the chart. Okay. So we can see a shooting star here. I'm coming, let me zoom. Yes. So I believe it's clearer now. So we can see a shooting star here after a massive uptrend. So this is the uptrend here. The market moved. You can see the uptrend here. Market moved from here to this place in a what? In a bullish pattern. You can see. If you can see my trend line, you see that the market moved from this spot here. Market moved from this spot here to this spot at the upside. To this spot at the upside on a what? On a bullish trend. And the market formed a shooting star, which is a bearish reversal pattern. I want you to look at the chart closely, which is a bearish reversal pattern. Let me zoom more so that you see it clearly. I believe we can see it now. So let me spot out the shooting star for us. This is it. So you can see this candlestick here in the box. You can see that it is a shooting star. So how do you know that this is a shooting star? You can see this small rebody. You can see this small rebody. Then you see a long upper wick, which is 2 to 3 times larger than this body. Which is 2 to 3 times larger than this body. Then you can see a short wick, a small lower wick. You can see a small lower wick. So this is a shooting star. If you look at this other candle here, let me move this diagram. Look at this other candle here also. Yeah, this other one in the box now. This bearish candle in the box, you can see now. You can see that it's also is a shooting star pattern. And see that it came after a massive uptrend. Then after this pattern appeared, you see that the market it reversed to the downside. So whenever you see this candlestick pattern, this shooting star, you know that the market is taking its shape into a bearish trend. So now let's look for a hammer. Let's spot a hammer and see what it gives us. Let's spot a hammer. Yes, I can see a hammer here now. I can see a hammer here. Let me zoom. A hammer that led to the to this bullish trend that now later led to that bearish trend after the forming of the shooting star. I believe we can all see my screen very well. So this is a hammer pattern. Let me put it on the box. So you can see it here now. I believe we can all see it clearly. It's on the box. I've put it on the box here. So this is the box. This is the box. So I believe we can see it clearly. You can see the hammer there. How do you know this is a hammer? So first of all, you see a small rebody here. Saw a small rebody. Then we saw a small upper lower wick. A small upper lower wick. A small upper lower wick, and a long upper wick, and a long lower wick. Sorry, a long lower wick, which is 2 to 4 times larger than the rebody. If you can see it clearly, you see that it is 2 to 4 times larger than the rebody. And you see that it was after this candlestick pattern appeared, market went on an uptrend. And there is a second confirmation here. There is another confirmation here that indicates that the market is going on an uptrend, which is a bullish engulfing pattern. So I've given you example of the shooting star and the hammer. So the next here is a bullish engulfing pattern, and you can also see it here. It's a second confirmation that this market is taking a reversal, it's taking its shape into a bullish trend. So let me put it on a rectangle so you see. So I believe we can see it clearly now. I just put it on a rectangle here. You can see that this is is a bullish reversal candle. It's a bullish engulfing candle. Is a what? A bullish engulfing candle, which is a bullish reversal candlestick pattern. You can see that this green here opened at the close of this bullish candle. The green candle, it opened at the close of what? The bear candle. The bullish candle opened at the close of the bear candle and closed at the top, engulfing the what? The bearish candle. You can see that this bull candle is engulfing the bear candle. So that's why it's called a bullish engulfing pattern. And it was after the indication of this pattern, see that the market went on a serious bullish trend until it got here. Till it got here, and we saw a reversal here. And we saw a reversal here. And we saw a reversal here. So you can see the bullish engulfing pattern is what? The candlestick pattern that what indicates a bullish reversal. It indicates a bullish reversal pattern. So now let's spot a bearish engulfing pattern. Spotting bearish engulfing pattern. Okay, let's look at this upper one here. It is not a perfect example, but at least it can go. It can go for us. Let me put it on the right angle so you see it. So you can see it on the right angle now. You can see it on the right angle that this is a what? Is a bearish candle. Then the bullish candle opened at the close of what? The bearish candle and closed below the bearish candle, indicating a what? A bearish engulfing candle. You can see that this bear candle is engulfing the bull candle. And after this pattern, you see that the market went on a what? On a serious downtrend. Went on a serious downtrend. And at the end of the downtrend, you can see a slight sample of a what? Of a long-legged doji here. Long-legged doji that led to a bullish trend. So the next on the candlestick pattern is the doji candlestick pattern. The doji candlestick pattern. The doji candlestick pattern. If you can see where my mouse is here, you see a classic doji that indicates authenticity on what? Authenticity. But every part of this chart here, you can see doji patterns all around. So one other thing you must notice about a doji candlestick pattern is that, let me show you. One other thing you notice about a doji candlestick pattern is that it has a small real body. It has the what? It has a small body. That is, the open and the close of the body is pretty much at the same position. The open and the close of the body is pretty much at the same position. So if you look at the diagram, you can see this body here now. See that the open and the close is very close to each other, pretty much at what? At the same position, just a slight difference. So that's what you need to notice on the doji, so that whenever you see it on the chart, you will not be thinking maybe a long-legged doji that the body is at the top. You will not be seeing it as a hammer, and when the body is at the bottom, you will not be seeing it as as a shooting star. So the body, the open and the close, is pretty much at the same position. So let's go back to the chart now. So from here, we can see a long-legged doji that the body is. Body is at the bottom. Body is at the bottom. If you can see it here, this is it. A long-legged doji that the body is at the bottom. And after this long-legged doji, there was a little reversal. There was a little reversal. There was a pullback to the downside before the market started taking shape to the upside again. So you have seen this pattern here on the charts. Let me look for another example of a momentum candlestick pattern. Okay, this is another clear example of a bearish engulfing pattern. I believe you can see. You put it on the rectangle. This is it. This is it. This is a clear example of a bearish engulfing pattern. That's like this pattern, they are appearing everywhere in the market. That's why I said these are the most important candlestick pattern you must know, because they appear regularly on the market. You see this bear candle now, you see this bullish candle here, you see that the bear candle opened at the close of the what? The bullish candle, and closed below the bullish candle, engulfing it. That is, this green candle here, if you want to put it into this red candle, it can enter without you noticing the green candle. That is, the red candle can swallow up the red candle. So it's a what? It's a bearish engulfing pattern. And you see that after this pattern appeared, the market reversed to the downside. There was a pullback to the downside. There was a pullback to the downside before the market started going up again. And after that, the market formed a shooting star here, and it reversed to the downside, formed a hammer here, reversed to the upside. So whenever you see these candlesticks on your charts, you should know what to do with it. So from the example I've given you, I believe whenever you see these candlesticks on the chart, you will know what to do next. Okay, let me give you an example of a momentum candlestick. A momentum candlestick. Look for a perfect one. Momentum candlestick pattern. We can use this here. Let's plot it with a rectangle. So this is it. This green candle you are seeing on this rectangle now is a momentum candle, while the body is 2 to 3 times larger than the body of this bear candle. And also it can also indicate a bullish engulfing pattern. So it's a double confirmation here. First of all, this green candle is a momentum candlestick, because why? The body is 2 to 3 times larger compared to the body of the previous candle. And also it's also giving us a bullish engulfing candlestick pattern. Why? Because this green candle opened at the close of the bear candle and closed at the top of the bear candle, engulfing it. I can see that after this pattern appeared, the market took a bullish trend to the upside before the pullback came. And before the pullback came here, if you can see, before the pullback came, you can see multiple confirmation here. First of all, you can see multiple confirmation here. before the market pulled back to the downside. You can see multiple confirmation here. First of all, if you look inside this box, you will see a long leg doji that the body is at the bottom. The body is at the bottom. Then you will see a shooting star. A shooting star. You see a small rebody, a small lower wick, and a long upper wick. And a long upper wick. Then the next one here, you will see a bearish engulfing pattern. You see that this red candle opened at the close of this bull candle and closed below the bull candle, engulfing it. And after that, the market reversed from this point to this point, which can give you a good profit if you enter this trade, to give you pretty small amount of money. So this is it. This is all you need to know about candlestick, the most important candlestick pattern that appears regularly on the market. So one other thing I want you to note is that sometimes this candlestick will appear on the market. Always wait for another confirmation before you enter the trade. Let me spot out something for you. Something I just noticed here now. Let me spot it out for you. Look at this next pattern. I'm spotting out with a rectangle. It's a red angle here. You can see it clearly. You see that this thing I just spotted now here is a bearish engulfing pattern, but the market did not reverse immediately. Market, after the bearish engulfing pattern, the market still went to the upside first before this long leg doji came, this shooting star came, and this bearish engulfing pattern appeared again. So you can see that most times you always wait for confirmation before you enter the market. So don't just depend only on these patterns only. After you see the pattern appear, wait for a confirmation that yes, the pattern is holding before you enter the trade. So this is all you need to know about the candlestick pattern and formation topic for today. So I will be concluding this class now with part of the scripture in the Bible that says, no man lights a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick. So, but on a candlestick. And if you continue with the scripture, it will tell you that, and it giveth light to everyone that is in the room. So when you learn and master this candlesticks pattern, to give you light in the trading world, and also light to others that are under you. So you can do a recap of this video. The recorded part of it will be posted on the YouTube channel, so you can still go back to it and watch the video again, do a recap, and look at your jotter and learn from it again, master it, so that whenever you use them, whenever you apply them into the market, it will help you and you end up being a profitable trader. So for those people that have not subscribed to the YouTube channel, please, if you are new to my YouTube channel, you can just subscribe to the YouTube channel, click on the notification bell, turn it on, so that whenever we post video on the channel, you get notified and you quickly rush to our YouTube channel to watch the video. And also don't forget to give us a thumbs up. So and you can also share to your friends. So I believe I've come to the end of the class for today. See you guys on Tuesday.